It started like any other night shift. Tessa Monroe, 23, college dropout, barista by trade, ex-gymnast by history. She'd just cleaned the espresso machine when a sharp crash at the front door froze the room. Two masked men stormed in, one carrying a sawed-off shotgun, the other a blade. A third customer, quiet, alone in the back, barely reacted. Military. You could tell by his posture. Later they'd learn his name, Staff Sergeant Cole Bryant. But he wasn't their target. Get down. Cash in the bag. No sudden moves, the taller one screamed. Tessa, working alone, froze. But then it happened. Cole tried to rise, calm and strategic. He moved to intercept. And that's when the blade found him. The knife slashed across his chest, just as he tackled one robber to the floor. The shotgun swung around. Time stopped. Tessa didn't think. She launched herself over the counter, sprinted, dove. She crashed into the gunman with a flying shoulder, sending both to the ground. The gun clattered. Cole, bleeding, groaned. The second assailant lunged for Tessa. She dodged, used a mop handle like a baton, took him down with a strike to the knee. Sirens wailed in the distance. The robbers fled, dragging each other out. Tessa collapsed beside Cole. Blood seeped between the tiles. She grabbed napkins, pressed them to his wound, whispering, "You're not dying. Not here. Not tonight." He looked up at her through the pain. "You just saved my life." She shrugged. "You saved mine first." The video went viral overnight. Security footage caught every frame. No one could believe it. A barista taking down two armed men. Protecting a wounded soldier. It was raw, real, and breathtaking. Tessa gave no interviews. She returned to her shift like nothing had happened. Coffee. Orders. Tips. Until the convoy showed up. 3 black SUVs parked outside the coffee shop one quiet Thursday morning. A man in uniform entered, flanked by Marines. He stood tall, chest full of medals. "Miss Monroe?" She looked up, hesitant. "Yeah?" He extended his hand. "Brigadier General Hawk. The Corps would like a word." They brought her outside. Across the street, hundreds of Marines stood in formation. At their center, Cole stood, arm in a sling, eyes filled with gratitude. "I asked them to be here," he said. "Because heroes don't always wear uniforms." The general stepped forward. "For extraordinary courage, selflessness, and valor under fire, we award you this." He handed her a plaque and a folded American flag. Tessa blinked back tears. "I'm not. I just reacted." Cole nodded. "And that's why it matters." They saluted her. Every single Marine. And in that moment, a barista stood taller than a battalion. The ceremony made national headlines. But days later, the world learned something deeper. Tessa's older brother, Corporal Jacob Monroe, had been killed in Kandahar 10 years earlier. She was 13. He was 21. He used to bring her hot chocolate and tell her she could be a warrior, too. She never joined the military. But she never forgot. In a rare interview, she said, "I wasn't trying to be brave. I just didn't want another family to lose someone they loved." The Purple Heart Cole received? He requested a replica made for her. It sits now in a shadow box beside her brother's folded flag. Not as proof she was brave, but as a reminder that sometimes courage looks like a girl in a coffee shop, willing to fight when no one else will. She still works the night shift. Still pours coffee. Still wears her brother's dog tags under her apron. But every time a soldier walks in, she nods, just a little. And they nod back. Because the uniform doesn't always make the warrior. Sometimes, the heart does. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment where you're watching from, and subscribe to the channel for more stories of silent strength, courage, and honor.